Hey there. So tonight I'm bringing you the beam shots of this flashlight, the Brinyte ZT40, which is a zoomable flashlight. To go from zoom out to zoom in, you have to twist the head of the flashlight. It has an SFT25R LED. This is the white version, but is also sold in other LEDs version. But this night I'm going to compare the beam shots of this one with some other zoomies, and not only zoomy flashlights, so that you know what it does in the dark. So the flashlight has two modes, which is high and low, and to alternate between both modes you can just tap here for momentary, or you can press, choose what mode you want, and lock it by a full click. I would like to say that this one, it has mode memory, but to keep it on mode memory, let's say that you turn the flashlight on low. If you immediately click on the switch again, it will turn on high or on turbo. This is the other mode. So if you turn it off on high, let's say, and you want to turn it on again on high, you have to wait around 5 seconds. Because if you turn it off on low and then within 3 seconds you turn it on again, it goes to the highest one, or vice versa. So just letting you know this. So this is a very broad beam on zoom out, and now I'm twisting the head for zoom in, and you can see a perfect round beam. There's a car over there. It is something I have to deal with in these reviews, but I'm twisting on again. So it is a very broad beam. It has a range, I don't know, I can see 60 meters with this on high. On low it's around 20-30 meters maybe. And zooming in, as I was saying, it has a perfectly round beam, and that tree over there, it is around 120 meters, and the lowest mode easily reaches there, and the highest mode illuminates it perfectly. So this is a long range flashlight when zoomed in, and it really achieves good ranges when zooming in. Like I said, it has an SFT25R LED. This one is the white version, and well, it's not that much to see with this flashlight. So you can adjust the beam from this round edge. Some things over there. This is the highest mode. I'm going to, no, sorry, it was the lowest mode. Yeah, let's go for the lowest mode first. Those things over there are around 20 meters, like 30 meters. That pole over there, it's around 45, 50, and the tree is around 120. And you see that it easily reaches those distances, and you are able to use it, the beam, to see really where. Now I'm going to zoom it out, and I will compare it with another Brinyte flashlight that I got some years ago, which is the T28 Artemis. So the T28 Artemis, it will be on the right side. This is a flashlight that has 3 LEDs here, the green, the white, and the red, and it alternates with this this like lever, I don't know if it's the correct name, and this one is adjustable in terms of beam, so you have to click it here and then you can adjust it. Sorry, it takes a while to turn on. So this is the highest mode, this is the lowest mode. It has some flickering over there, and you can see immediately that the highest mode of this is eventually, well, it's eventually a bit brighter than this one, but it is the highest of this and the lowest of the ZT40, and this one is the highest mode of the ZT40. But now let's zoom them in. The T28, it has a Fresnel lens, and this one is a convex lens, which is slightly different. This one is on max. The T28 is on max, and it's over there. And the car is coming. Sometimes I have to stop the reviews because of the car, so that I don't illuminate them. So, the highest mode of the T28 Artemis is eventually less brighter than the lowest mode of the ZT40. So you can see that there's a big difference between them. So Brinyte has taken a bigger step this time, putting on the ZT40. Ah, damn. And then turning on the highest. So there's a visible difference here. 120 meters, 120 meters. This one has a XPL LED. This one is an SFT25R. So they are different both in terms of brightness and also in terms of shape. This is a square. This is a round dome LED, D-domed LED. And now I'm bringing you an old flashlight. This is an old Pro KL52. This has been modified from the original version. So, but you can see the beam. This is also a twisty flashlight. In this case, you have to twist the tail, and you can see how it reaches the 120 meters. But again, this is the highest of the Auto Pro, and let's zoom again. This is the lowest of the Brinyte. It seems slightly brighter, this one. Maybe it is, seeing those tree over there. But then boom, you have the highest mode of the ZT40. It also, you can also see that it has a larger illuminating area, so it reaches farther, and it has a larger illuminating area. This is the highest mode, I guess. No, this is one is the highest mode, and you can see. Just see how thin this is. And now I will compare it with some other flashlights. This is another flashlight that I have. It has been modified. It is the on the road i5 flashlight. This is also like the Auto Pro. It's different, of course, but this is also an 18650 flashlight, while the ZT40 is a flashlight that uses a 21700 flashlight battery. Sorry, you can also see this one is a push-pull zoomy, which I normally prefer, and this one has been modified with a Luxion eventually V1. I cannot remember. Yeah, V1 400K. So this one has a different range. It doesn't reach the tree so well. It also has a warmer beam. not so cold as compared with this one. And you can see that the lowest mode on the ZT40, yeah, damn, is brighter than the beam from the on-the-road i5. This one, well, due to the type of LED, it has a larger beam and warmer, of course, but you can see the differences in terms of broader beam. So this one is the on the road. You can see that switching from zoom in to zoom out is much better, much easier, but then of course you have some trade-offs as well. And in this case, with the ZT40, well, you have to twist it. It can be done with just one hand, of course, but well, it takes a while longer. And last but not least, just to show it, the ZT40 again against a non-zoomable flashlight. This one is the Wurkus TS10 Max, which is a non-zoomable flashlight. This is a floody flashlight, of course. I have configured it for some modes, and this is the highest mode, and let's see how it compares. So Wurkus ZT40, and of course then this has an ability that the other one doesn't. So floody, focus, narrow beam. It's just a comparison term for you to have when using this flashlight against one of non-zoomy flashlights. And now I'll switch sides to another point just to let you see how long, the range that this one reaches when zoomed in. From here, the max that you can see is 120 meters, and in the next place I'm going to film, it will be around 300 meters. Okay, so bear with me. And now I'm filming towards a different place, as you can see. So again, well, here you can also see a different perspective of the zoomed out beam. So this is low. Those trees over there are around 20 meters. That tree over there in the center is around 30. That tree over there is around 60. Those poles over there are around 100 meters. Not sure if it can be seen correctly. Yeah, it can be seen. And still it reaches the 300 meters that are on those trees on the back. Let me see if I can zoom a little bit farther, sorry. So you have some trees over there in the image. I'm trying to zooming in again. And this is the lowest mode. And now let's switch to the highest one. So those trees are around 300 meters, and the other ones around 350 meters eventually in the back. So you can see how it perfectly illuminates that tree over there, that place over there, at around, it was around 60 meters. So this is the lowest, and this is the highest level. Well, there's also a horse in the background of the back of the image. I'm not sure if it can be seen. You're over there, one over there and the other one over there. Two horses. So it has a really wide range, and it reaches even further. I cannot show it from here with some precision. This is what it does. And now let's compare it again with the C28 Artemis. So this is the highest of the T28 Artemis. And now let's zoom in. Sorry for the camera. This is the highest, and this is the highest. T28 ZT40. Well, it doesn't stand a chance. And next, the older Pro. It doesn't stand a chance. Older Pro on the right side, Brinyte on the left side. Different kind of beams, of course, as you know. This one has a much larger beam, and it illuminates farther. Well, I don't know. I'm confused at this time. And now, sorry, I'm just searching for the on the road i5. So this is on the road. It has a much warmer beam. Well, this one, it seems that it almost doesn't reach over there at the 60 meters, but it does. And I can still see the poles at around 100 meters, but not much from there. So both are roundish beams, but the level of the ZT40, it's way above. Just illuminating it on a floody perspective. Sorry. Absolutely different. And last but not least, this is the Workers TS10 Max. Of course, this is a floody beam. It almost doesn't reach the tree over there. Sorry. It's just flood. Let's put it, on the high range. Imagine a combination of both of these. It would be great. But, well, this is pretty much it. This is the newest Brinyte ZT40 flashlight. 21. Sorry, just trying to come back to focus here. 21700 flashlights with zoomable head, a twisty one, 2 modes, low and high, around 1650 lumens, and it surely reaches more than those 350 meters that I was showing before. I cannot show it because, well, the trees here are not far away enough. But this is pretty much it. This is the river over there. Even with the lowest one, you can see it. So if you want to try this flashlight, you can find it on the link in the description. It is not affiliate, but you can check it if you want it. And this is it. Thanks for watching, and have a nice night, whenever it is.